I don't know, man. It's everything in show business has been done before. Maybe that's true. Maybe. I mean, like, but don't come to me and be like, oh man, you're doing that character now, or you eat vegan food. Oh, my buddy over in Montreal does that too, but he's not really a vegan. He's not like you, man. Don't worry, it's all right. Or maybe like, oh, my buddy's doing an animal character. He's some raccoon man. They call him the raccoon tour. And it's all been done before. But have you seen my work? Maybe I'm doing it differently. Shit stealing my gimmick. April 18th, 2016. And it's tonight on Tonight on the Hip Stars Tonight. Take it, Jay. Say something.
Yo, good morning, everybody. I'm back on the show.
And it's tonight.
Dr. Mania.
After an amazing structure, I mean, we got our 3 S's down, and Jay, I've been doing pretty progressively, to say the least. I mean, I've been chugging, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, you got a lot to vent about. I mean, the show has gotten out of control with some of the topics have been getting controversial as of late.
See, that's the thing, is that I feel like if I'm not going for controversy,
I got a email this morning from one James Pons, vice president of the Niagara Falls Comic-Con convention.
Yes. Hates me.
And I think he's, dropped you as a sponsor. We was going to sponsor the show, but the show has become far too controversial. A lot of the fans have been saying you have been stealing gimmicks from across the territory.
Well,
and,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I will bring up the fact that I did see Chris Thorne steal Matt Hardy move and did the swanton off a tractor.
The
other weekend. Yeah, so I mean, it's not like everybody. You know what I mean? It's not like there's other people stealing gimmicks.
Yeah, it happens. I mean,
a lot of people called Randy Vaughn Steve Austin for many years. Flesh, Big Papa Pump.
But you
there's
take
many.
A little bit of things that you already like, and you make it yourself. So again, are you looking at my gimmick? Are you seeing how I do it? Or are you just comparing me to somebody else?
I think it's genetic. I mean, a lot of people said Pistol Pete was the Sandman in a lot of ways, and I think it's hereditary that you're taking gimmicks and recreating them and repackaging them, and I think that's the business as a whole. I mean, I think that
nobody ever really stopped to think, maybe Stone Cold stole some things from Sniper, right? Nobody sees it the other way. I think that's a problem going on.
Yes. I mean, he is a sniper, so I'm assuming that he's going after Stone Cold, but
well, hey. It's you tickle me, I'll tickle you, and
I know for a fact that Chris Thorne was a WWE prospect and did many of the host shows, and perhaps the Hardys could have taken his moves, and that's why he never got a job.
He got calls from the same agents. Apparently, he still has agents calling him. So, maybe that's it. Maybe these agents or the higher ups are just kind of molding you into things that have been done. Maybe I can't help it. Maybe the booker wants you and be like, Jay Moore was really cool when we used to book him in 2013, but he's kind of got heat. So classic Chris, I want you to act like how Jay Moore does it. Maybe the higher ups are just kind of running out of ideas.
I work for a higher up at a St. Catherine's organization called Crossfire, and that promoter never wanted me to change a thing. I mean, he wanted the fur coats and the old Rage Against the Machine music, and I said, please, can I change my song?
They're not even a band anymore.
He got upset at me that Priest and one of his producers already edited me a Rage Against the Machine video.
Oh, it's already been done.
I refuse to use it for my own character, I'm the one that gets heat. So, I'm the one that gets heat. Interesting.
Maybe we can't avoid it. It's gonna come to us no matter what we try to do.
I don't know. I mean, some things are original, i.e., the Dance Mix Revolution of Frankie Valentine and Justin Bieber, Jesse Bieber.
That's the thing, is that Whitey and I tried doing that in 2005. So it's
yes.
We were doing the moves, we were wearing the masks, and, we didn't look the part, so here you got DDR just killing it. just taking a little bit of what we did and making it their own. So maybe it's just not meant for us,
I don't know. I am getting word coming across my email from station manager at News Radio 1100 3WE in Cleveland, our affiliate, saying not to drop names on the show.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I was just name dropping the names that you name dropped.
Well, I don't know how else to describe them. I mean, Chris Thorne.
We've had phases. I mean, we try out our gimmicks and we move on. I mean, but then again, it all becomes a part of who you are. I mean,
I remember
go through so many phases. Remember, I used to be SlickRick Zach Atticus. I thought it'd be cool to just come out with like a Band-Aid on my head, and I was always gigging, and my match would always be like 30 minutes long, and I'd cut a 30-minute promo after that, right? But the kind of gimmick's already been taken. I can't do that anymore. So.
I don't know. I at one time in my life tried to do a gimmick called the MFers, it's like, maybe I can't say that, but it was like my name. Maybe it's property of TWA now, which is like a defunct company, and they're not CWE, that great promotion. And maybe I shouldn't be saying this on the air, but again, I don't know how else to describe it. I ran this MF faction with Chris Summers is no longer in the business, so I'm assuming I can mention his name.
The fiercest thing of that group was a little bit of facial hair and Quan chain kicks. I mean, you bring in Beefcake against the MFers, and he's like, "What the fuck is this? You're not cutting me. That's not happening. But I'll cut you."
No.
Yeah, like you put a certain guy's chest hair. Chris Summers, man. Chris Summers was the man.
Right. Well, he was a great talent. Just like
all it takes is a gimmick that's not you to bury you. I mean, he instantly realized that, like, oh man, the MFers try was really kind of a bust. I better get married and leave wrestling all completely.
Well, you know what? The MFers gimmick got him one half of the TWA Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, you get a high for a bit, and then you still get your facial hair, body hair cut off. So in the end,
I don't know that program with Jesse Bieber was quite, a draw, but I don't know. I guess that the MFers was the highlight of his wrestling career. He coming out of the backyard on Oakdale Avenue to the TWA studios to work shows into the big arenas.
Some beautiful ferns in that building. Some of the most beautiful potted plants I've ever seen.
Yes. So, the kid came a long way, let's face it.
Well, you get somewhere. And then you find something that just really, really sticks, Like being a wrestler that's advertised to wrestle on the show, but coming out early, like before the show is even about to start, and singing the national anthem, that's like unheard of. That's new age, Like that's taking the business forward. Right.
One of the finest national anthem singers at any wrestling event was Greg Bonham. He had a set of pipes on him.
I always wanted to know that guy's story, because he seemed to have a gimmick, and, it's just like he gets around,
Yeah, big Star Trek fan.
He had a wife that, he would tell all the boys, no, you definitely do taxes through my wife. No, but she does taxes like nobody else. Don't worry. And then something happened where, she took a bunch of money and ran. You never saw it again after that. Some boys were pissed.
Well, I used his wife for my tax rebate. I ended up owing $1,500, and it's just okay.
And the government's still on your back saying they never got that money. So it's like,
they never did get the money because I refused to believe that she knew how to do the taxes properly. Why would I be owing $1,500?
How does that even? She was looking for a vacation. That's all. She just wanted the money.
Yeah. And obviously that relationship didn't work out as well between both him and his wife, but maybe we shouldn't bring that up on air.
Well, we all get remarried, man. Just the way life goes, Life was made for remarriageness.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. A lot of people don't even do it anymore, but...
Jay, you're working on your... How many times is this wife now? I forget.
I think I hate to, be negative, but I don't know that Greg has a lot of success in picking up women, to be honest with you. So probably him losing a wife is devastating in his life. Probably he has to turn to things like porno and various other activities.
Yeah. Well, there's
your
so much
opinion,
out
please.
there, and it's all about what you accumulate to become your gimmick, who you are, and that's a big part of it, honestly. Marriage is tough, Jay. I mean, like, my first trainer, Pretty Boy, just looked me in the eye once, and he says, "You know what they say about marriage? 3 strikes and you're out." That always...
It's interesting because, like, Sausage Lady has been after him for years to get married.
They were, though, weren't they? Like, that was a beautiful couple. I mean, the Butcher and Sausage Lady.
Yeah, and I mean, she used to, like, wear those, like, nice high school skirts and, weighed about 250 pounds. I mean, she looked good.
Yeah.
Big and beefy, which is the way I like them, so nobody looks at them.
Like, well, I think that I've seen that dress rocked on so many other women, just not a woman named Sausage Lady.
No, her running around the Port Colborne Lions Festival was a little bit, it was a little bit X-rated.
Pretty drunk, and the Carnies had a problem with that, and after, the Carney War happened, I've never seen my trainer knock out so many people, I've never seen actually so many carnies on the ground all at once. Like, it was pretty crazy. But then Sausage Lady,
it ended up being the last year that they ran the carnival. That was the last year they ran the carnival at that park, and so it's sad.
Because of what Sausage Lady did to the carnies. What was it again? She did something with what was it, Jay? Fuck.
I believe it's in proper terms, oral to a lot of the carny crew.
Yeah. Okay, all right. You mean like verbal abuse?
What can I tell you? I mean, I can't lie to the audience.
No, we're not based on lies. That's why Cleveland wants us back, which, thanks.
Right.
We really, really appreciate that.
Shout
out. Since we pay bills and we get on networks, you pick up that app store on that cell phone. You take a picture with the John Cena. I got a haircut like him now. So we kind of look like twins. Tell you what, you try cutting your hair like John Cena, you put a picture of him beside you, you just might look like him. It's Cena and me. Get it on the App Store. Cena and me. Take a picture with the real life John Cena.
And right now, 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK. We got 8x10s for the next 30 minutes for $3.
What's the code word today, Jay? What's the code word?
The code word is sausage, hard sausage, for Sausage Lady. 8x10s. It's actually pics of the 8x10s.
Which one?
Her actually out on Crystal Beach during one of the beach shows that we did in July last year.
Yeah.
And she will be at the next Chuck Simpson Pig Roast promotion if you want to talk about that, Zach.
And, so the code word, if you say anything about sausage, then that's the code word tonight, and you get 65%
We'll pretty much give this shit away.
Yeah, all right, 85%.
Write anything you want.
You know what? You want some greasy pig fried up? That smell to accumulate with the sweating and the outdoor rain? You try Pig Roast Promotions. They'll bring the spit, put the pig on it. You just gotta supply the fans. It's Pig Roast Promotions at pigroastpromotion.com.
Pig with a side of grease. That's unbelievable. Listen, I've always meant to ask you, not to get off the subject of the show, but Chuck Simpson being your trainer and being the butcher and you having to partake in a lot of those Pig Roast promotions, did that turn you vegan? Was that the turning point of you going vegan because you being sick and you throwing up behind the trailer that was the dressing room every goddamn month with the green, pig?
Well, that particular instance is also because the spit wasn't really cleaned properly. I mean, we were getting a lot of like refurbished kind of burnt marks on.
I mean, I don't know how you made it through a match a lot of times, except I know that Bobby Bash used to yell at you